To the infant formula crisis, President Joe Biden expected to sign a bill into law soon, making it easier for low-income families to use their food stamps to be able to buy any brand of formula.
Also, the administration working to fly in a massive shipment of formula to the U.S. from overseas. Our Elise Haas has been digging into this deeper. And Elise, this is just really hitting local families really hard.
It is, and it's hard to hear these stories, but this shortage is not anything that is new because it has started at the beginning of the year after a recall shut down a major manufacturing plant in Michigan. That's what triggered the nationwide shortage. But it was the slow intervention and response from the FDA and the federal government that led it to spiraling out of control.
These are infants we're talking about. We're talking about, they don't have any other kind of food.
The executive director of a nonprofit called Mother and Child says her supply of baby formula was shot back in February after Abbott issued a recall and shut down its factory.
We had 100 cans. We had to dump it all out. And Abbott Industries would not refund it because we got it donated to us.
As they had to trash all this formula, Maura says babies in Portland were in need.
Now we're getting calls every day. People trying to find formula. Parents, they can't find it on the shelves. They can't find it here. We already were serving a lot of people with formula, and now it's gotten even worse.
And do you think that, what I guess our government has done is a little too late? Because I started hearing about this back in February.
It is too late.
As parents are getting desperate, the Biden administration announced the Defense Department is working to book a commercial aircraft to fly about 146 pallets of Nestle's formula from Switzerland to Indiana. The shipments will include up to 1.5 million 8-ounce bottles of 3 kinds of formulas. But this shortage is still expected to last at least several weeks. Maura says low-income parents are struggling the most.
You're trying to do your best, and gas is also $5 a gallon. You've got to drive to 6 stores to get formula. Do you know how hard that is for everybody? If you're middle-class America, you're going to find that formula. But when you're low income or you have other barriers to get formula, it is absolutely trying.
Recently, parents with extra formula in their pantries have donated their spares. While Maura is grateful, she says the need is still greater. Her current supply will only last another week. The head of the FDA told lawmakers that closed down formula factory could be back up and running as soon as next week. But in the meantime, if you happen to have some extra formula on hand that you don't need, do consider donating it to places like Mother and Child Education Center or say your OBGYN's office, so that way they can get it to families to get these babies through the next few weeks. Live in downtown Portland, Elise Haas, KOIN 6 News.
Yeah, absolutely. If people are in a situation to help, others will take that. Elise, thank you.